everybody, I want to wheeze them here. It is Monday, November 23rd, 2015. This has been a long time coming. In fact, I have had pretty much everything you're going to see across the next 4 videos done for months, and I've just not had time to showcase them. What I'm trying to do here is provide you content while I'm away at Thanksgiving, possibly away. Who knows, the weather is looking nutty. But nonetheless, this is something I've needed to get done because these have quite frankly been complete for months. So, plus I'm trying to build up to get you... I was probably the first person to custom paint a supercharged Skylander. I've just not gotten to show it to you because I didn't want to make the video because I hadn't done these. And this right here is not a custom painted Skylander. If you recognize this character, I hadn't seen her in a while now. It's been, I guess, 2 games, but this is Phantom Cynder. So we've got bad batteries, but this is Phantom Cynder. You can see how the blue base there, if you recall, if you're a veteran of the Skylander series, blue base indicates Skylanders SWAP Force, Vicarious Vision's first dive into the main series. She was a pretty cool looking figure. Not only was it an aggressive pose, I kind of partial to her Giant's pose, but what was cool about this, it was very motion oriented, and the main draw, it's translucent. Again, this came before we had, you know, the trap team traps where everything was translucent. You know, you can, case in point, you can see like the clown cruiser down there, you can see all the other custom painted. Same thing there if you look through her wing. Her whole body is in fact translucent. So it was a very cool deal, but what do you do when you have 2 Phantom Cynders? And I was still, to this day, I want to call her Phantom-Cynder. I don't know why. I guess just because the movement is so prominent. Something I did many moons ago now is I took the, what would we call this? I don't know. I took the wisdom approach to things, and I made what I dubbed Blackberry Cynder. Now, in my opinion, my version of Phantom-Cynder is way more sinister. She kind of just looks like a, I don't know, like one of those cheap, you know, goo factory gummy things you can get. They still make them. They come back like every 3 to 5 years. And, you know, parents are supposed to buy them, and the kids can make their own, like, creepy, crawly millipedes and centipedes and scorpions and spiders and stuff. And they've gotten now, the last time I saw one a few years ago, they had like translucent ones kind of like this, in addition to like glow in the dark and super glitter that they didn't have when I was little. But when I was little, they kind of had stuff, and it was sort of, I mean, it kind of reminds me of this. When I see these two side by side now, I'm pretty proud of what I did, actually. There were times I looked at this and I was like, I don't know. But now that I see them, I have to say this, in my opinion, if I had to pick one of these to keep and one to give away, or, you know, I don't know, throw into the Sky Eater or something, I would keep this one because, quite frankly, it looks better, in my opinion. So, and why does it look better? Just because it's more sinister, in my opinion. Now, sadly, I don't have my phone. I was supposed to have that when I made this video 7 months ago or something. I honestly think I had this done before Easter. Don't hold me to that, but again, very busy. But if we get this in the right light, she still has, that's why it's called Blackberry. It may not make sense to you here because you're like, ooh, that's black. Very sinister, very evil, very Halloweenish. But the truth of the matter is, if you get the right light, she still, despite this black paint, you can kind of see the purple through there. I guess what I will do is I will go and I'll get my cell phone so we can have the LED torchlight, and I'll try to showcase what I mean to you. Alright, so I've got my handy dandy light here. It's like cell phone function number 1 for me. But in addition to the sweet shadow you can see down there, I actually made these, and I don't think anyone ever guessed. Maybe that's why I didn't make the video. But I had these sweet silhouettes I made, and I was always trying to get people to guess what was coming next. I don't think anyone ever did. Maybe someone finally got that this was Cynder? I don't know. But if you're not doing like a current brand new one, I found that people really struggle with these. But very cool stuff. I make pretty sweet silhouette pictures, I think, of these guys. But if we come in, I'm trying to... I don't know that this is going to show well on the camera, actually. But in person, the purple shows up fantastic, but on the camera, it does not. It's almost, basically what I've done, it's almost like a chameleon scheme. If you had like a misty chrome paint or a chameleon, you know, in a certain light, it looks this color, in another light, it looks that way. If you tilt your head, the sun hits it at a different angle. It's very sad that you can't see what I'm wanting you to, but take my word for it, what you see here with standard Phantom Cynder is still present with Blackberry Cynder. It's just more masked and way more subtle. And in my opinion, where this kind of is borderline dorky, I feel like if just the wings had been done that way, I'd feel differently about it. It was a cool pose. It was just kind of the color. I think even when I unboxed it, I was kind of leery of it just because it was so different. But this, to me, man, some of you might actually prefer the black over the purple, given her background story in the darkness and whatnot. But I assure you, if you were here with me, you could actually see the purple kind of coming through anytime there's a sort of a light source. And it's not gonna work on this camera, I don't guess. But you'll have to take my word for it. In person, it is very, very cool. You don't see just straight up jet black. You actually do see some of the purple shine through. It looks to be a darker purple, obviously, because we've top coated it in the black. But very, very cool. I also went ahead, everything that was kind of an auxiliary thing, I hit with my silver mix that I use on the legendary metallics and whatnot. So I think it came together quite nicely. Again, I've had this thing done forever, and maybe I'll still use those silhouettes to kind of precursor these, but I wanted to have this done so you could have something kind of different for the week of Thanksgiving, and hopefully everybody likes this one. I believe this is custom painted Skylander number 14, and the majority of the others can be seen here. A lot of people unaware, but most of these ones in the background are in fact our customs. So if you're curious about it, take the playlist link down below. Again, let me know your thoughts here. Again, Blackberry Cynder, I'm pretty happy with her. Like I said, when I first did her, I was like, yeah, I don't know about that. And now that I've just kind of been away from it for, I don't know, 3/4 of a year, I actually think it looks better. So, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Do you hate Blackberry Cynder? Do you think she looks better like I do? Are you in love with this because it's the greatest pose and coloration you've ever seen? Again, it was very, very cool. I just feel like if this would have been the traditional Cynder purple and, you know, not entirely translucent, and then they just kind of played that off on the wings, I kind of think I might have been more fond of it. But again, in the right light, you have to realize this is a very cool feature that we did because the purple still shines through. And again, that is where I came up with Blackberry Cynder. But that's it. Again, let me know your thoughts. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And if you're seeing this, it is probably, I don't know, anywhere from tomorrow to Friday or Saturday. So actually probably Tuesday or Wednesday, we'll go with that. So, but rest assured, the some of the others that I have custom painted will be coming your way. I've actually forgotten what I'd named some of them. I'm sad about that, but nonetheless, let me know your thoughts. If you got any custom painted Skylanders, be sure to check that link out down below. You can share them on oneofwisdom.com or the Skylander Club forum. See what else everyone else has been up to in terms of customizing or custom painting their Skylanders. And if you're super into that, sign up on the forum, post up all you would like. We would love to see what you've been up to. That said, for myself, Phantom Cynder and Blackberry Cynder, thanks so much for watching, and we will catch you back here for custom Skylander painting number 15.